Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Stomach inflammation, also known as gastritis, is a relatively common condition and can lead to many unpleasant symptoms, including digestive issues and weight loss, poor appetite, as well as an increased risk for more severe complications. It's important to get to the root cause of the inflammation and start finding ways to not only reduce this inflammation, but heal the stomach lining as soon as possible in order to prevent it from getting worse. In today's video, I will review what gastritis is, what the common causes and symptoms are, and provide you with some natural remedies that you could try to help manage the condition and find some relief. Hi, I'm Katie Bailey. I'm a registered dietitian at Fluso Nutrients, where we provide supplement education and professional quality supplement options for you to make the world of nutrition supplements a little bit easier to navigate. As always, be sure to check with your main nutrition literate healthcare provider before starting anything new, as we can't know your full medical history to provide a personalized recommendation. So without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. The stomach is a muscular organ that produces gastric acid and enzymes to help us break down and digest our food. In a healthy stomach, there is a protective layer of mucus that prevents that acid from damaging our stomach lining. But when this lining gets inflamed or damaged, that's known as gastritis. And gastritis is essentially that inflammation or irritation or erosion of that stomach lining. It can either be acute, meaning it occurs suddenly, or it could be chronic, meaning that it's going to occur gradually over time. Now, there are several factors that can lead to stomach inflammation. The most common one that we see is with an H. pylori infection. Long-term or excessive use of NSAIDs like ibuprofen and alcohol can also lead to gastritis. Other causes are things like autoimmune diseases, different digestive disorders, severe infections, as well as stress. Now, stress is a major culprit in not only a cause for gastritis, but it aggravates it as well, because stress is known to affect our gut motility as well as acid secretion, which can lead to those gastritis symptoms. Gastritis can cause many uncomfortable symptoms, things like indigestion and bloating, burping, stomach pain, nausea and vomiting, as well as a fullness after eating. It can also lead to things like unintentional weight loss and a poor appetite, or more serious complications like stomach ulcers or an increased risk of stomach cancer if not properly addressed. Now, stomach ulcers are also known as peptic ulcers, and these are sores that are on the stomach lining or the upper intestines or esophagus lining. Now, not all individuals with gastritis will develop ulcers, but it does increase your risk. Now that we've discussed what gastritis is and the common causes and symptoms, let's get into what remedies may be helpful. So if you're experiencing symptoms of gastritis, it's important to consult with a medical professional to confirm that that's what you have so that you can get to the root cause and start any treatment that may be necessary. Now, medical intervention may be necessary in some cases, but there are natural remedies that you can try that may help manage your symptoms and provide some relief for you. So before touching on the supplement piece, I just wanted to mention that diet is also super important in this as well. You want to include foods and supplements that are going to be healing to the gut lining or the stomach lining, as well as reduce inflammation, and to foods that are going to correct any gut microbial imbalance that may be occurring. All right, so now let's get into the remedies. The first one I want to talk about is incorporating a whole foods anti-inflammatory diet. Now, this is going to limit those processed foods and include foods that are going to help decrease that inflammation. You also want to avoid spicy foods or any foods that are particularly going to trigger your symptoms. Avoiding things like alcohol and smoking and the use of NSAIDs are also helpful because these are going to irritate the stomach lining. The second remedy I want to talk about are probiotic or fermented foods. Now, these are going to help resolve those microbial imbalances that you may be experiencing or improve digestion. And you're going to find these foods from yogurts and kefir, sauerkraut and kimchi. And also there are certain strains of bifidobacterium that have been shown to inhibit H. pylori infection. And remember, we talked about how H. pylori is one of the very common causes of gastritis. And lastly, you want to include foods or supplements that are going to help reduce inflammation as well as heal that stomach lining. The first one I want to mention is ginger. Now, ginger has anti-inflammatory properties that can help ease symptoms by decreasing that inflammation. Mastic gum and aloe vera have been shown to help regenerate damaged stomach lining and reduce inflammation. Now, there are also some other ingredients or foods that have been shown to be beneficial. So things like garlic and fennel, dandelion, licorice, and turmeric. Now, these can either be taken in whole foods form or they can be taken in supplement form. A common question we get is, how long does it take for gastritis to heal? Well, that's going to depend on the type of gastritis you have, what caused it in the first place, and how quickly you started treatment. Acute gastritis tends to resolve fairly quickly with treatment, while chronic tends to take a little bit longer. With consistent treatment, most people find relief after a few weeks, but remember, everybody's body responds differently to treatment. So while some people may find that the treatment works pretty quickly, other people find that it takes a bit longer for them to notice any difference. Before we wrap up for today, I also wanted to mention it's not enough to just treat symptoms. It's so important to determine the underlying cause of the gastritis and address that so that you can get to complete healing. And therefore, I would recommend that you work with a healthcare professional to help you get to that root cause so that you can start to heal. In conclusion, gastritis is an uncomfortable condition, but there are natural remedies that you could try to help get some relief. Eating a whole foods, anti-inflammatory diet, limiting those stomach irritants like alcohol and smoking and NSAIDs, as well as incorporating foods and supplements that are going to reduce that inflammation and help heal that stomach lining, can help to reduce your symptoms and start the healing process. If you're interested in trying a supplement to help reduce stomach inflammation, I've linked a quality one in the description box. Remember to check with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements as well. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more nutrition videos. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions about stomach inflammation or the supplements. If you're interested in working with our clinic, you can click the link below in the description box to schedule an appointment. We do take insurance, and you can find more information about that on our website. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.